Hello, everybody. I am just setting up my other living stream here on Instagram. And getting excited to share what I know about what's coming to all of us around the world in October. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay. Hello, everybody. I am officially live here. I'm live on my YouTube channel, Teri-Ann Coombs, as well as here on Instagram. I hope you can all see me clearly, and there we go. Okay, so I wanted to just pop on this morning. This is a turmeric ginger elixir. Apple cider vinegar, cayenne, black pepper, all the things that get my digestive system going, as well as support me in creating my digestive juices and helping me to promote really healthy digestion. As we all know, most of our serotonin is produced in the gut, and I love supporting my gut health with this elixir. I posted about it on my Instagram page, so if you haven't followed me there yet, it's Teri-Ann Coombs, Teri-Ann-Coombes, the same as my YouTube channel, Teri-Ann Coombs. And today I am really just excited to talk to you all about what I am sensing in the times that are coming, what my guides have been bringing through in my channeled messages, and to help you to prepare for what's coming as we are moving into very dramatic and fast change. I don't know if you guys have been tracking the Schumann resonance. We are really being hit with intensely high frequencies right now. I'm not sure that I can bring a photo on here to show you that. I wish I could. That would be really cool. Maybe in the future when technologies are more share friendly. But the Schumann resonance is something that helps us to see what the earth is going through. And the earth is going through some major shifts, major changes. We are part of the Earth frequency through our brainwave states, and our brainwaves also change our consciousness. And when the Earth is in a higher frequency, we are moving through higher frequencies in our brainwave states. The Earth Schumann resonance is also affected by the sun, the solar flares, the CMEs that come off the sun that blast protons into the Earth's magnetic field. And heart attacks actually increased 25% when we have a CMEs, M class or X class. So, there's something to be said about how humans are affected by our environment. Yet in this patriarchal world, we're expected just to keep going, just to keep moving forward, even when we're being blasted with intense rays from the sun. And what can you do about this? What can you do about these intense rays that are being blasted at you and at our earth? Well, you can ground. And the way that I ground is thanks so much for the likes, the hearts. That's really kind of you. What we can do is ground. We can put our feet on the earth, which takes the extra ions off of our energetic field. And we can also put our feet in water. I love going down to the beach, getting my feet in the sand, walking at the water's edge. I like showering, bathing. Epsom salt baths are awesome. You can also visualize grounding. So when I meditate, I visualize my energy system going down through my root chakra into the earth, and that helps me to ground into um, get the earth to take away any extra ions or energies that do not serve my highest good, because you can set that intention that the earth supports you and you work collaboratively through the field of your multidimensionality. Most people aren't aware of this because we are not taught in school that we are multidimensional, and this is where we see a lot of disconnection with reality. And so, as a bioenergy healer, somebody who is Cooper, is Cooper your son who needs help with grounding? Or if you have dogs and you pet your dog is grounded because they always have their feet on the ground and their pads are always taking up the grounding energy. So when you pet your dog, that's also a really great way to ground. But grounding will take away, it will reduce anxiety, it will reduce headaches, it will reduce inflammation. There's so much information out there now about grounding, and there's even a really good documentary. I think it's on Gaia or it's on Netflix. I can't remember. I don't have Netflix anymore, but it's about grounding. And then you could find out lots of benefits scientifically about how it reduces pain, how it reduces inflammation. And inflammation is a sign of dis-ease within the body. So when we work with our body in a multidimensional way, we actually reduce the dis-ease, the discomfort that our bodies feel and sense when we are moving through these times of great change. Aloe copper. Yes, copper is such a great grounding tool. I love copper. I love the energetic field of the soil. I love that. Hi, Gord. Thanks for popping on. We're just talking about the Schumann resonance right now and how it is absolutely blasting off with very high frequencies. I think last night I saw it get to 41. And so we are being bombarded right now with a lot of extra energy, and our brainwave states are really showing us that we are in higher consciousness states, and we're in them more often than we've ever been before. So this week, a lot of people have been telling me that they've been feeling a lot of energetic shifts around how they are bringing up old memories, old energies that are needing to be brought to the surface to be seen and to be felt, to be loved, and then to be let go. And so I thought I'd pop on today and let you all know about what my guides have been telling me is coming for the month of October, and to really help you to prepare for major change. So let's all start, though. I'd love to start this experience together with you with a grounding breath, because breath work is so big in my world. It is. I just finished a beautiful breathwork session, and I'm going to share a little bit with you about why it's important to do breath work today. But we'll just start with 4 big breaths, audible sigh outs. This actually stimulates the vagus nerve, which tells the body that you're safe, which helps you to come into rest, digest, and rejuvenate, and allows us to think out of our full capacity rather than just the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn state of being, which is limited in its perspective because it works from the past and doesn't work from the now moment. So everybody just taking a big deep breath in and audible out. We'll do 3 more. It's magic, I promise. One more. And we're back. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for popping in. So we're just talking about how amazing it is that we're moving through these times of great change, and how the Schumann resonance is blasting us with these extra ions, which does cause a lot of discomfort if our nervous system is not regulated. And as somebody who's studied a lot about nervous system regulation, because my daughter went through a major nervous system dysregulation, dysfunction for about a year, and we did everything with the food, but what it really came down to was helping her to come back into her body and out of her mind. And so she is my guru, and I'm so grateful for the lessons she has taught me. Had her with postpartum, a really dysregulated nervous system, and breath work has been something that has changed my life. It's changed her life. It's changed how we function in the day to day. I actually practice breath work in the morning and at night, and I have taken about, I'd say, 60 people probably through breathwork journeys where I help them to come into their higher states of consciousness, and to see how when we move out of the thinking mind, the ego mind, the small mind, we are able to see how multidimensional we are, and we are able to connect with different gifts that we have, like clairvoyance, which is the side, which is seeing. We also have the ability to connect with the sense of knowing, the sense of feeling, the sense of, there's even clairs where you can taste things and smell things. But for me, when I went through my spiritual awakening back in 2020, I came online with the Kundalini. So the energetic body came online for me. And that meant that I had this insane energy ball move through my body that I couldn't control, and I had no idea what it was. I didn't have any spiritual friends at the time. I really didn't understand what was happening. It was 2020, so it was quite a lonely time. All of us were sort of separate, and I figured out after 9 months what it was, and which was the Kundalini activation. And I subsequently had spirits visiting me, and I had I had dreams where I was a spirit body. I'm just going to turn the music down just a little bit because I think it's quite loud. There we go. It wasn't working on my phone. So during this time of activation with my spiritual body, I was being visited by spirits because I did not know how to protect myself. And this is where I'm leading to with this conversation. I'm leading to helping you to understand that when you start to perceive different elements, and through your different perceptions that come online, through these activations that we're getting from the sun, that we're getting from the frequency changes of the earth, that we have the power within us to protect ourselves from any energies or entities that do not serve our highest good, which means that we have to ground each day with the visualization of grounding, but also to do energetic hygiene. So energetic hygiene practices for me are grounding every morning and every night, and coming into the heart, where I expand my heart energy into my aura energy field and create a space of trust, safety, and guidance from my spirit team and guides. And they bring through messages for me, and show me generally what the day ahead is going to be like. And what I've been learning through the ability to stay within my heart chakra with a lot more intention. And then I also have a grounding. After I ground and I come into my heart chakra, I cut all cords that do not serve my highest good. I pull my energy back from all the places and people that I've left it with. And then I send my love energy out into my home, and I surround everyone in my home with this love energy to protect us all through the day, so that we do not pick up any energies, entities, beings that do not serve our highest good. And hello, Travis. Thanks for popping on. So the practices that we were just talking about are energy hygiene. So making sure that you're not picking up any energies or entities that do not serve your highest good. And the reason that we do this is because as we're moving through this consciousness shift, where our consciousness is rising with the earth's frequency, which is very visually available for everyone to see through the Schumann Resonance app. It's a free app. You can track it. And we can see that right now we're being bombarded with intensely high frequencies, which means that our state of consciousness is in a higher state as our brain waves change with the earth. We also have upgrades in our DNA right now due to the solar flares. We're in solar maximum right now. We've been bombarded with intense high solar flares that have changed the Earth in ways of its geomagnetic frequency, and it also affects earthquakes. So as we are magnetic beings walking around in a magnetic world where everything is interacting with each other due to its frequency, we too have to shift and have presence with our frequency, what we're putting out and what we're bringing into our energetic field. And I learned this the hard way. So I'm sharing with you all what you need to know so that you don't have to learn the hard way. Um, I was psychically attacked for about a year, where entities were bringing fear into my body, into my life. And your guides and angels and higher self would never create fear. Fear is a lower frequency that these entities and beings feed off of. And when you activate your light body through the Kundalini, you need to have practices to protect yourself, because you are a very bright light among the dimmed people around you. So this is the facts of the earth, that we live in duality. And when you become very powerful with your energetic body, you need to understand how to preserve your energy, how to protect your energy, and how to enhance your energy so that you can serve others in protecting theirs, and so forth, so that it's like a dominoes effect. What I'm seeing now on earth and what I'm hearing from my guides are very interesting times ahead. I've been told that what we need to do is not to trust our eyes. And I've been hearing that this is written about in the Bible. So please, if you do know the Bible passage, pop it into the comments below. I'd love to hear in detail about what you know is coming. But my guides have channeled in my groups, my spiritual support group. I do live channelings, and they've stated that we cannot trust our eyes, and that we must go within to find out what we can do, as in bring peace within, and what we must trust and not trust. So using our own physical discernment, because our eyes can be deceived. And I know this to be true because in China, they've had insane technology shifts where they've got these amazing abilities to shoot lasers in the sky and project holographic images of whales and dolphins and things in the sky, and they look very real. Now, with the AI Atlas that's coming, this interstellar object that is bringing a shift to our energetic field alone, just that, whether or not it's conscious, whether or not it's an alien craft, or whatever else you're hearing on the TV or on your feed, the presence of an interstellar object is going to affect the magnetic field of the earth. So when I look out to the earth and I think about what's coming for us at the end of October, I do believe that we're going to see massive shifts consciously. But I also do believe that we're going to see massive earth shifts. So we need to be aware that when the chaos hits, we must go within to find peace within so that we can stay out of fight, flight, and freeze, so that we can actually use our full brain capacity versus the ego mind, which keeps us safe from the past information, so that we can move with intention, move with love, move with grace, move with community at mind versus the self-serving fear-based mind that tends to get people into a bit of a mess. So my guides have been sharing that there's also, and this is something that I pause to tell you because it's not easy to tell. And I feel like maybe sharing the channeling in the future would be a good idea so that you could get the full picture. But they do state that there will be a mass exodus and that these souls have decided to exit at this point so that they could help us from the other side, and that we must send them love and gratitude for being in that place and time to serve us from the spiritual realm. So the idea that we're moving into a time of great chaos, great grief, great change does bring a lot of intentional self-regulation that is essential for moving through times of change. Now, if this brings up fear in you, that's definitely not my purpose. My purpose is to elevate you and to help you to navigate the coming times with tools and assistance. And as a bioenergy healer, somebody who works with your energetic body, I help people to come into clarity through the energy body. Now, we have 7 layers of the energy body, which is the root chakra, or also known as the etheric body, which is a physical functioning aspect of ourselves where we feel pain or pleasure. Then we have the sacral chakra, which is in the womb space of a woman or just above the genitalia of a man, where the emotional body is present. Now, this is about 2 inches, 3 inches out of your actual physical body as well. And this is where the emotional aspects and feelings lie. And when I work with people, we can have emotional releases. Then there's a solar plexus, which is just above the belly button, if you don't know. And this is your mental body, mental life, linear thinking. And when we go through journeys, breathwork journeys, we actually tend to break through this space because DMT helps us to break free from the mental body and come into the physical body. So if you're interested in learning about how to go on journeys, how to break free from the mental body, this is something that I teach. This is something that I hold space for. And if you're local here in Nanaimo, I hold ceremony for you. And we actually use medicine as well, plant medicine, to support this journey. So if you're interested in something like that, please let me know. Then we move into the heart chakra, which is the astral template, and this is the vehicle for which we love, but not only our mates, but humanity in general. Now, the heart chakra, my guides have told me, is the transducer, and I'd never heard that word before, as I'm not an electrician, but they told me that this is where we energetically, it's like a bridge between 2 planes, where if we have healed the root, sacral, and solar plexus chakra, which most people are stuck in because we're stuck in fear, we're stuck in lack, we're stuck in creative blocks, we're stuck in the mental mind, we identify with the mental mind, then moving through the heart chakra into the higher realms can be a bit harder. So what I recommend for most people is to always start at the heart and then to work their way down into the earth through the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root, so that you can ground those energies and to let go of fear, let go of lack mentality, get out of the ego mind, and get into trust, and which is something that my guides have been telling me from the get-go. When I first started channeling, I was autonomic writing, and I would receive that I must trust that this journey is unfolding divinely. And it was very hard to trust in the beginning because it was also new and I really didn't understand what was going on. So this is why I'm here to share this with you. So the heart is really is essential. It's where we must navigate our world from. It's where we must be within conversation with others. Staying in the heart is a big practice. It'll allow you to see if you're moving through fear or love. So the throat chakra is your etheric template body, which is basically how we speak our truth into physical reality. This is how powerful we are. So this is a higher will, where we're more connected with the divine will of the word, the power of the word, speaking things into being, listening, and taking responsibility for our actions. And this is really when it comes down to why you must do your grounding practices and why you must do being within the body versus the mind. These practices of meditation, grounding, dance, somatic experiencing, breath work. These are all tools to help you get out of the mind and into the body so that you can serve your highest good and then the highest good of all that you are interacting with. And then there's the third eye chakra. Now, the third eye has the celestial body, and the celestial love extends beyond the human range of love, and it encompasses encompasses all of life, and it holds all forms of life as precious manifestations of God or universe, whatever you identify with. And the last one we have is the crown. Though there are a lot more chakras, this is just the template of the physical being in the 7 layers of your multidimensionality. So the etheric template, you have your higher mind, your knowing, your integration of the spiritual and physical makeup. And each layer of the body has different looks of how they stand out. And so I have workbooks on this. I've worked with Barbara Ann Brennan's Healing Hands of Light book through my nervous system regulation classes, where we integrate somatic experiencing, breath work, and chakra clearing through the Barbara Ann Brennan protocols to allow you and those around you to feel what it feels like to be in a higher state of consciousness, but also to be in a higher frequency, allowing you to clear away any of that monkey mind anxiety that is running incessantly through your chakras, because you have blockages that are stopping them from just flowing through you and out of you. So as a bioenergy healer, I'm working with the fields of your outer layers of your body. I never actually touch your physical body. And then I also channel your guides and your higher self. And then we work on tools to navigate what's coming in your life or ways to continue to grow. We set intentions. They even sometimes bring through sacred song, light language, which is another story for you around how much change I've had in the last 5 years, because I speak light language now. I saw it on the internet many, many years ago, and I never understood what it was. And now it flows through me, and it's generally a frequency attunement. It helps me to clear my mind and to receive message from spirit with clarity. It also helps to heal those that I'm working with. So there's many ways that light language supports and facilitates the work that I do. And this time on earth is teaching us a lot about how what we think creates our reality, but also what we believe creates our reality. Because when we are stuck in our limited programming, we are stuck within those limits that were taught by our caregivers. And I'm doing a workshop on the 4th of October, and sign up is only available up until tomorrow. So tomorrow's your last day if you are thinking about signing up for a workshop that allows you to embody these practices, to utilize breath, to utilize meditation, to utilize your higher perspective as a galactic being. My workshop coming up with elemental healing, and Jill Bonnet, I'll tag her in the information below this video when I post it. She and I are both breathwork facilitators and bioenergy healers that help people to get out of their stuck mind, their ego mind, or their energetic stuck blocks, and then to move into their higher states of consciousness with love at the core of things. And so it's a day-long event, and my guides are like, yes, right now they're telling me, yes, please keep sharing. Someone here needs to know about this event that's coming up, and if you're hearing this, it's likely you. There's only 12 spots available. It's for men and women. Both Jill and I have hosted many breathwork events and day-longs like this. So we are practiced guides showing you how powerful you are. And this is really going to help you move into the month of October with a lot more grounded clarity about how you're going to navigate change. Yes. So other ways that I have been moving through integration of all of these shifts within myself has been to utilize somatic experiencing. Somatic experiencing is when you get out of the mind and get into the body, where you bring presence to the energy that moves through you. Now, there's a lot of science to show that talk therapy really is limiting in that you cannot talk your way out of stuck energy, stuck emotions. Massage therapists will tell you that they've had many people cry because that were in their fascia. And so when we work with somatic experiencing, it's not just a healing practice for trauma. It's also a healing practice for your nervous system, which needs to be regulated daily. It's also a healing practice for your mind, which allows you to get out of the mind, to create a quiet space within the mind to receive guidance from your higher self and your guides. When we're constantly thinking about what we're going to do, what we're going to say, we never allow for the true flow of who we are to come in because we're constantly overanalyzing, and our higher self wants to come in, wants to help us, just like how our body wants to heal. And we must bring space for that higher guidance to come in to support us. And that's somatic experiencing. The book, it's called that's so funny. My brain's blocking on it. So there's a bunch of books on somatic experiencing, and it was created by an amazing person that I studied, and my mind is blanking on it. It's like Tiger. So let's look it up. Somatic experiencing. Oh, Peter Levine. There you go. Peter Levine. He created the trauma resolution therapy, and he did that because of looking after people with PTSD. And so Peter Levine wrote many books about the body, and there's so many different therapy books now. I mean, the Greek word soma means body, and the trauma resolution therapy that has come from somatic experiencing has been profound for me. It's been profound for many practitioners around the world. And so if you haven't tried somatic experiencing, I do really highly recommend it. It's one of the things that released my postpartum depression from my body and allowed me to actually activate the Kundalini, which was a cascading event for me. So it went from releasing trauma to Kundalini. So if you find that once you release the stuck energy and that you have an activation and that you're not sure what's going on, I'm here. I'm a spiritual coach who encompasses the holistic nutrition training that I took in 2014. I've helped everyone from vegans, vegetarians, ketogenic, paleo. My daughter helped me to align my training in healing the gut improving the microbiome. I teach fermentation. I teach storing food. I teach herbs. I learned a lot about herbs in preparing for my birth recovery with my son, because I was very, very gung-ho on how I was not going to go back into postpartum depression, and I utilized Chinese medicine. And they have a lot of herbs in their Sitting Moon protocol that help me to boost my body's chi energy, life force energy, and stay in my highest potential with recovering from birth, and feeding him very nutritionally dense milk, boosting my body's ability to come back into its original space, and actually healed better than before my daughter was born. I'm actually fitter than before my daughter was born. I'm healthier. I have a stronger digestive fire. I'm stronger physically, mentally, emotionally. So there's a lot to be said about herbs. So I teach a lot in terms of supporting people in their unique journey, and I hold space as a mentor, someone who used to be a childbirth educator and doula. I'm trained in looking at you through the archetypal lenses and helping you to see your archetypal lens as a position of opportunity for growth. When we move out of victim and we move into power creator mode, we no longer allow the world around us to tear us down. We actually see when we are in resistance as an opportunity for growth. So we are coming into October, and as I've said, the guides have said you cannot trust your eyes, and that you must go within to be present with what is the truth of what is happening in the world, and the truth is happening within you. This ascension is actually happening within each of us, and there's going to be chaos outside of us as the old paradigm falls away. So we must breathe in and breathe out any tension and any stuck energy that's where we're holding on to the old systems because we don't know what's coming. And there's the fear aspect that a lot of people have when they don't know what's coming. And they go for the past because it's easier to stay with what than it is to move into the unknown. So I would like to just drop into a little meditation for you now, and to help you to come into your truth and your power, and allow you to see that everything you need is within you, and that this message has found you because you are ready to hear it. Yes, it's hard to hear that there's going to be a lot of people passing, and that this major event is going to cause a lot of break away from the ways that things were. And it's going to be challenging because the people around us probably aren't aware that they have the power within them to create the new earth, and that you must show them that. And so I'd like to pull through a message here in the grounding meditation for you, so that you can feel this in your body, and that you can take this away with you today, the feeling that you are guided, that you are safe, that you can trust, that you can listen to your body to navigate the changing times ahead. So I feel like this is there. All right. So everybody put your feet flat on the ground. Just going to move back a little bit. All right. Take a big breath in and sigh. Just closing your eyes. Letting go of any chatter in your mind as you bring presence to your heart chakra. Sending your energy awareness down through your sacral solar plexus, sacral root chakra, down through your legs, down into the earth, through the sand, through the rocks, through the tree roots, through the caves, through the water, through the molten lava. Down into the core of the earth, where you ground here. releasing anything that does not serve your highest good to the earth to be transmuted. Now pulling that grounded energy up through your feet, legs, root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. Out into your aura energy field. Breathing into your aura energy field, staying now with this in your energetic body. We state, I am safe, I am loved, I am guided, and we call upon our guides, our angels, and our higher selves to bring through synchronicities, mystical messages that honor us on our journey and show us that we are following our truth and our highest potential. We bring gratitude for this simple practice, staying in the heart chakra. My guides always state they come from here, and to connect with them, to come here first. Thank you. And we're complete. It's a very simple grounding meditation. You can do this twice a day. Don't forget to cut all cords and pull your energy back from all the places and people that you've left it with at the end of the day so that you can be in your highest frequency. I am hosting group healings. I'll be doing once a week meditations. I'll be doing once a week channel guidance for you, and once a week I'll be sharing a teaching video where I'll help you to understand your energetic body, and I'll be going live once a week as well to answer any of your questions. So I'll be showing up a lot more with a lot more grounded understanding that being seen helps me to help you. So I'm getting over my own limiting beliefs around being seen, especially when talking about this multidimensional perspective that I have now embodied and that I now trust fully, and I want to share with you as you awaken to your multidimensionality. Thank you so much for coming on, all of you beautiful people. And please comment below if this helped you. Please share it with a friend, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you all on the next one.